Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I am the Humble Gamer. This is some more of my career scenarios on the Woodhead line in Train Sim Classic. This is the fourth out of five we're doing, and then we'll be going to the Welsh Marches line between Shrewsbury and Cardiff. We are driving a Robinson 02 63583, and we've got to basically put our goods train together. Now, I will do this first bit as if I've done the scenario before, because I did 3 minutes ago and crashed. So yeah, didn't go well. So trying again. It's kind of lucky because I was miles behind time. So I'm gonna try and do this a bit more speedily, but also safely, so as not to crash again. Because if I crash again, I'll be annoyed. Because I'm genuinely very excited that I get to shunt a bit in this scenario. Spend some time in the actual freight yards. That's genuinely quite exciting that I get to do that. Pretty sure I can. No, I'm too close, aren't I? There. Yeah, I need to reverse a bit more. The good thing is about the O2 that we're driving is it tends to slow itself fairly efficiently. Actually, it doesn't like to just rumble on. Once you take the throttle off, look, it just. I know I'm going around points. And I know that sometimes points slow you down, particularly in this game. But yeah, no, this O2 just likes to control itself, I think. Lovely, so we've got that, and now we're collecting. It's these wagons here. So I need to make sure I can do all that, which I can. Lovely. So we've got the brake van now, so we need to connect it to this rake of wagons here, just underneath my face. I will prove that to you because there. That's not just me, just thinking sod it. So we need to go into there. It is that lot of wagons there, isn't it? Yes. Lovely. Now this bit I will be taking slowly. I don't mind being a little bit behind at this bit, because I'm not risking crashing again. I'm not going to do it. I wish I could lean. What I can do though is I can really zoom in on my field of vision, which I know foreshortens the image somewhat. At least gives me a vague idea as to where I am in relation to. I feel like that'll be quite nice. That's going to be nice, I think. We're going to arrive at them just at the speed we want. Lovely. You flipped all the way. You need to go through, drop off at A16. So that means I now need to go via the yard access, which means going that way, and then that way, then all the way through to there. Lovely. I don't necessarily have to go that far. I just wanted to use as much track as is possible, particularly since there's no signals between me and there, because I don't want to crash again. So open track is good. Don't know this. We've got until about. It should be about half an hour scenario in total. So if things go according to plan. Which of course they never do. These things never go according to plan. Yeah, what caused me to come a cropper last time was because there was the derailment, obviously, but the reason reason the derailment happened was because you've got to go into AE16 to put these back, to set them down for a bit. You then have to go into AE21 to run round. You then have to push the train back and then come back through AE19. So there's a lot of stuff going on, and it's not always fun stuff. Yeah, it's these tracks here. Because one of these is also I think the one I'm on now, or the one next to me, is it's the down through line, basically. Yeah, I'm next to the down through, yeah. Need to go to A16. Is that one? Yes. I need to be prepared to brake as well. Clear those cylinder cocks. Cool, and then yeah, I've done this much better this time around, but it did help that I knew what I was doing this time around. So the crash has actually helped me, and to be fair, if I was a railwayman, if I was an actual railwayman, I would have known exactly what I was doing. So I probably would have done it at a much faster speed. Go via AE21, which is a timed action. I'm actually now doing this roughly on time rather than about 5 minutes late is what I was doing last time around. So AE21 is the track next to it. So Bosch. Yeah, lovely. Now at some point fairly soon there's going to be an LNER V2 come past with a passenger service. Remember, I heard it was an unmistakable not black 5 beat. Genuinely was like, oh, a V2, I don't remember them being on this route in the virtual form. There it is. You won't see it as well as I saw it last time, because last time I was out on the main line, adjusting the trucks the first time. But there it is. Yes, we're actually got positive points. We've got positive points. I've had to crash to get positive points, but we do have positive points, which is something this route doesn't usually have for me. So that's going to be the better way of doing it, isn't it? And that, then we need to go via A19, so it means making sure. Right, we don't have all that much room. That's the thing. So we're going to have to do this carefully. That, and of course, I can't see the trucks past that bloody great tender that the O2 has. So last thing I want now is to crash into the trucks and send them off the track. So what you can possibly hear in the background, I don't know if you can, but what you can possibly hear in the background is the dogs being given their scrambled egg. It's not a complaint, I'm just explaining. I presume they enjoyed it?
When it's done.
Well, that usually would be all the proof. Nice and gentle, nice and gentle. It's okay, yeah. Gently does it. We have to push them back anyway. I think we'll be pushing them back gently as well. Right, there's the trucks. Lovely. So now we do push right back, because we do have an amount of room, but not much. So basically, once I'm past A19, the entrance, basically once I'm past the entrance to this siding, you just go, just start stopping. Sorry, I hit the microphone again then. Need to start slowing. Okay, right. Right, I've used all of them in each, and that should be me clear to go on to main line, which it is. Lovely. So now the scenario starts proper. Which drive is this? Left hand side, be this side. Lovely. Okay. Put that up to running. Pull that back. So maybe 60, 55, 60%. Close those off. And now we just enjoy a nice gentle run. We're going to be a little bit late at Gorton apparently, but then we'll pull that time back fairly swiftly. And then just a nice gentle run of about 15 minutes up to Dewsnap. Losing points because of speeding, but that's fine. Safety valve's going off. That means we're good. That means we're making good steam, which I'm okay with. We're working under the wires, which is going to be interesting for a steamer. I know we've done that already with the B1s, but so is this the bit where I need to go to 10 mph? Yeah, I need to slow down here. Because yeah, this next section we got 10 mph because we're crossing other tracks, because it's a proper diamond crossing here. So we're crossing other lines from the yard, and lines that go into other bits of the yard. Then I can go up to 50 mph after I get through Gorton. Laughing, mate. Then you're out onto the main line. Crest set pass signal at danger approved. Lovely. Because it's no longer a danger, which is nice. I'm now looking at 30 mph as a speed limit. So now we can start putting some serious effort into these 8 coupled wheels. I wonder what the top speed of this is. I don't know whether we'll actually reach 50. This is the thing. Well, I imagine we could probably reach 50. Good adhesion. What are the Robinson 02 stats for our perennial game of top trumps? 02. Driving wheels 4 foot 8 inch. So, yeah, I mean, 9Fs are 5 foot and they hit 90 miles an hour. So we could probably hit, if driven well, which means we won't do it, but if driven well we could probably hit something in the line of, I would guess somewhere towards the 60s or 70s. Okay, let's get some real power into it now. Don't want to hold anyone up, we're heading towards Fairfield. Yeah, this is the fairly easy bit now, because these inclines won't pose too much of a problem for a locomotive like this, because this is what it's designed to do, haul heavy freight along difficult routes, and they did it very well. They did it very well indeed. We are going to lose steam pressure, unfortunately. No, not if I drive it like that. Okay, cool, lovely. So Fairfield 18:21. It's going to be basically on time, I think. Then Guide Bridge, go via Dewsnap Goods, drop them off, and stop at Dewsnap Neck. We'll get up to 40 mph as we go through Fairfield with 200 bonus. More V2s? Another O2. With a banker. Is that another O2? It is, yes. Hey, 41. Our limit's 50 because we're a freight. But that's fine. Need to slow for 30 anyway for Guide Bridge. Okay, that feels more like a freight scenario, that we have to do that bit at the beginning and the bit at the end. That feels more like a freight scenario, not like when we did the West Coast Main Line south from between London and Birmingham. That was just a glorified passenger run, just with freight instead of passengers. Need to apply the brakes to get us down to 30 to go through Guide Bridge, because we are going to start losing points now because I've done this very late. Not too many points though. We're still within the realms of possibly getting a 4-figure score. We did get a 4-figure score in the last one. It was just the problem was it had a minus in front of it. Right, so we've got another 200 points for going through Guide Bridge. This is good. And then yeah, so then Dewsnap goods in 0.67 miles. So I'll need to start slowing for that as well because that's a 15. Dewsnap next, number 3. Do I have to do anything at the yard at Dewsnap myself? I don't seem to have any control of any of the points there, so maybe they'll change once I get closer. Sometimes you've just got to get to the goal, which is at the moment Dewsnap goods up. Need to apply because I'm going on to a 15 mph section of speed limit. I can't reach the 1,000 mark here because I've only got one objective left that's timetabled. Sorry, it just suddenly hit me. I can get at most 200 points. There we go. Oh, I can see why it's a 15. 1 in 77. Fucking hell. That's a climb. Has it changed? Anything for me? No, I don't believe I have any control over. Nope. So I'm dropping him off down there, which is fine. But I don't know how I'm going to get there because I have... Oh, I see. So once I go past there, it will... Yeah. Okay, so go past the signal box. And then start to slow because I need to stop soon. In fact, I need to stop around about here. Have they changed the points behind me? Yes, they have, and I'm going into DL4. Which is that, and then that, and then that. No, and then that. Yeah, lovely. And then in roughly 4 minutes I need to be dropping myself off at Dewsnap 3, but that's not going to happen. Besides, at this point, I've delivered the freight. It doesn't really matter what time the engine gets into. Okay, so that's a freight scenario done. That's quite nice. And I didn't crash. Second time of asking. Okay, so now I just need to slow down and drop these at any point within this siding. Suits me fine. And then make sure I can get into Dewsnap neck 3, which is now which has now been opened for me by the very kind signalman. I'm actually saying I might get there ahead of time. Actually, I might end up finishing this one early. There we go. That's the sort of if you're writing scenarios either for professionally or amateur, or just for professional amateur, professionally or just for fun. That's the kind of freight scenario I personally enjoy. Something with a bit of work at either end, so you feel like you've actually done a freightman's job. I'll tell you one scenario I would like to see, like maybe somewhere like Manchester, Victoria, being the station pilot and doing like 4 or 5 scenarios in a row of that sort of thing. So maybe like the first one is setting up all the stock first thing in the morning before any of the passenger trains leave or any of the freight trains leave, just pulling them into the platforms and doing all the different stock movements. I personally think that would be really interesting. I've got a scenario like that in mind for Sodor, so but it'd be nice to see other routes do it and other people do it on other routes. Cool. So there we are. We are now approaching Dewsnap neck number 3, which is where we shall leave our locomotive until its next duty, presumably. Whether that would be our duty or not, I don't know. This is the last time we'll see the Robinson 02 for quite a while. In fact, I think it's the last time we'll see it in the career scenarios in general, because I think a lot of these, particularly the steam locomotives, you don't, apart from things like the Black 5 and stuff, you don't tend to see on multiple routes. One last little push into the siding. And there we go. We have made it, and we've made it on time. Which is not something I thought was going to happen. Roll a little bit further. There we go. Beautiful. So now we can hop out and have a sit down. I think we're going to get about 800 points in total for that. 860 odd points. Something like that. But yeah, there we go, we're all done. So either way, thank you ever so much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Check out the game in the description below. Check out my other railway stuff in the description below. We have completed it successfully, thank you. And we did get about 800 points. But yes, check out all the stuff you're going to see on the annotations you're about to see. Thank you ever so much for watching. I was me. That was the Woodhead route in Train Simulator Classic. See you next episode, guys. Goodbye.
I'll decide I don't want to do this race anymore, and then I'll just peace out of life.
Russ, you win. Oh, great. By default. Oh, fuck off.
By default. Now's got bored and killed himself.
You got a de facto victory because Now's just died.
He said his home planet needed him.
Yeah, and died on his way home. Naz, the poochie of my friends.